Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 98 of Super Kelly Brothers Podcast. My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name is Jody Kelly.
And how are we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. How's lockdown 2.0?
Yeah, we're in lockdown for 3 weeks, but we've found a loophole.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I know. We found a loophole, though.
Uh-huh.
South Ayrshire's in lockdown, but North Ayrshire isn't. And Irvine is 5 minutes away, and it is North Ayrshire.
Wait, I don't know. So, hang on a minute. So, the First Minister's hometown isn't under lockdown?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Kilmarnock, Arran, none of those. Even though they're right beside South Ayrshire.
So how come South Ayrshire? Is South Ayrshire like a hotspot of coronavirus? Or
not at all. Not at all. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's always swanning about the Rivergate Arcade Shopping Centre.
Did you river dancing?
I cannot recommend that, but needs must. I had to go to the game.
You had to.
Yeah, I had to go to the game because presents and things.
I don't think it's a necessity, Julie. You can always do online shopping.
Yeah, well, I know, but I just fancied a wee swan about. And I was looking for No Man's Sky for Danny, but unfortunately, in fact, I better watch what I'm saying because sometimes he watches these videos. I think
he does not, does he?
Yeah.
Even the sweary ones.
What sweary ones? Sweary one. Anyway, so
hey, I'll tell you something. Do you know what Danny should do?
What?
If he does watch these videos and he wants to find out when we're putting new ones up, he should hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Get timely reminders of when we do put a video up. And we usually put one up every Monday. That's when we put a video up. And every Thursday, we put one up on the Mandalorian. We do that live. And if he gets enjoyment out of these, he should like them and share with his friends as well.
That's right.
That's what he should
do. Helps the channel.
Good stuff. Helps us out.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's only 9 and he watches it through my account, so that's gonna.
It's gonna screw the numbers over then, isn't it?
It's gonna screw it right up.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'll need to probably talk in code from now on.
Right. So we'll call him the D-Man.
No, I don't mean that. I mean the shop. The shops.
Oh, right, the shops. Okay.
And
the G shop and the. You could. Do you know what you could do? You could refer to them all as spots. So you got like Asda's like the A spot. Morrison's is the M spot, and Game would be, whatever you want to call it, you get the idea.
Well, in America, it's called GameSpot.
No, it's called EB Games.
No, it's a GameSpot in America.
Oh, wait, no, hang on a minute. Yeah, GameSpot. Yeah, you're right. It is GameStop, isn't it?
Was it GameStop? Sorry.
It's EB Games in Canada.
Okay.
GameStop. Yes, GameStop. GameStop.
Anyway, so yeah, I was doing that, but I couldn't get it. And before everybody writes in, it wasn't the rubbish one that I was buying. It was the No Man's Sky Beyond with VR capabilities, and then we're going to get the downloadable content or whatever, an upgrade, whatever it is. Which is called No Man Origins, which is supposed to be very good.
Okay.
There you go. And that, and I'll need to go in code here. Insect Man, cool dude, black person.
I think he's an arachnid, Jody.
Arachnid Man. Yeah, that for the PS4, PS5.
All right, okay. Does his name rhyme with Biles Chantalis?
Yes.
Okay.
Biles Chantalis?
I don't know. Just thinking off the top of my head.
Yeah. What's that swear word that they say in
Thank Farrick.
Thank Farrick. Yeah, we called an episode.
I did, yeah, last week's episode.
That last week's episode.
It was called, that was last week's
and
episode,
they said it again in this. They said it again.
In fact, Cara Dune said it in this week's episode.
I think we should start adopting that.
Thank Farrick.
Instead of,
was the same as Frack in Battlestar Galactica, which it was in the 1970s version. Frack.
Was it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's us getting letters.
That is us getting letters.
Letters of complaint.
Already? I haven't even started. This is just warming up.
Swearing. Swearing in Star Wars language.
See, so you're under immediate lockdown because reasons, but only South Ayrshire, not North Ayrshire.
Till the 11th of December.
South Ayrshire, by the way, is the best Ayrshire, but that's beside the point. Don't want to start any wars, but it is the best Ayrshire. It's got all the good beaches. And
golf courses.
And golf courses, that's right, because it's wall-to-wall golf courses in South Ayrshire.
Oh,
I mean, you throw a rock near, you hit a golf course.
Absolutely. Yep.
Royal Troon, right down the road from you. Barassy's down there. There's a whole bunch of ones down in down what do you call it, Prestwick Way, and of course you get the Turnbury open golf course has been in there. The open golf has been there, and actually and Troon as well, I think, isn't it? It's been at Troon. The open. Yeah.
It's coming back.
Oh, is it?
It's coming back. It was there just a few years ago, and it's coming back again in 5 years' time or something.
See, that was the great thing, because you could get a nice wee summer job down doing that stuff.
I know. It's called Trump Turnbury, by the way, now.
Yeah, no, it's still Turnbury as hell.
Yeah. It's the best Ayrshire, definitely.
It is. Of all the Ayrshires.
Because I don't think we have any.
Three of them, isn't there?
North Ayrshire that listens in anyway, so we can.
That's true. Yeah. Hammer them. How come? This is a thing that I never understood when they repartitioned it, because it used to just be Ayrshire, like the whole thing used to be Ayrshire, but then they repartitioned it. That's right. Well, it used to be Carrick, yeah, Carrick District and Council, yeah.
They rebranded about 3 times.
Yeah,
they landed in.
But there's
north.
There's never been a West Ayrshire. It's only east, north, and south.
Well, you see, the West Ayrshire is the sea, isn't it?
Well, I suppose. But I mean, you could call, if you wanted to, I guess that's why they partitioned it up, because they didn't want to have, all the cool places, because it would just be all the coastal cities. That would be West Ayrshire.
Would be like Ailsa Craig, and that would be it. Wouldn't it?
Ailsa Craig.
Smack bang in the sea.
Paddy's milestone.
West Ayrshire. Just a
picture of Ailsa Craig on the poster. I have to say though that I think East Ayrshire got the best logo. I like their logo.
I don't know what it looks like.
It's like a stylized EA, but it's in a shield. Like the South Ayrshire one just looks like I created a logo. It looks like word art. The South Ayrshire logo.
South Ayrshire logo should have stars on it or something.
Like the Australian flag.
Starfish.
Could do starfish, yeah. Big barracuda. Basking shark. That's what it needs. It needs a basking shark. Yeah. Like you get the bear and the California flag. You need like a basking shark for the South Ayrshire one.
Aye, they're rife out at Ailsa Craig, aren't they? Basking sharks.
Yeah.
And all the massive big things and all they eat is plankton.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
How can a big thing like that only eat plankton?
I don't know.
Survive. They must be. Do you know what it's like? It's like that guy Ray Mears. You know Ray Mears?
I'm aware of his work.
Sort of survivalist.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit a bit chunky like us. And I imagine him to doing his survival stuff in a car park at McDonald's in the bushes. Do you know what I mean? Because
tonight's gonna be a rough night.
This is how you this, and then he's nipping off into the McDonald's for a double.
You imagine he's roughing it at Flush's car park. He's going, oh, it's really bad. I've only got a chip shop and a kebab shop to choose from tonight. Oh, it's going to be a 50-50 toss-up what I eat.
Tough times. He's at it. Same as Baskin Sharks, they're at it.
Same as what's his name, Bear Grylls. Imagine calling your son Bear. I mean, what else is he going to grow up to be?
I know, he's not at it, though.
He is
I've
at
seen
it.
him. He's not at it. I've seen
No,
him do stuff.
he is at it. Like, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you who's doing more adventuring than Bear Grylls and Ray Stearns or whatever, Roy
Here we go
Steinbeck, whatever
again.
his name is.
Go on
What?
then. Who is it?
Ian McGregor and Charlie.
You love them.
Mr.
You do.
Hollywood's out there.
They would be. You wish they were your pals, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Oh dear.
We're the same age as them. I mean, it wouldn't be out with the realm of possibility.
Yeah. Maybe we should get them.
Same upbringing. This is where I should point out that Anime used to go to school with Ian McGregor.
Well, that's right, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you could, Yeah.
I'll get in. My
My
wife used to go to school with you. Yeah.
That's your inroad.
Yep.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at
And
Harley
obviously,
Davidsons.
once
Hopefully nobody I know watches this.
I know.
All my inner
So
secrets. What's this about you wanting a bike?
So once you do become friends with Ian McGregor,
get one of those
remember-
live wire bikes. Oh yeah.
Colin, I
Yeah.
could be friends with him as well.
Yeah.
And Charlie as well, obviously.
Charlie's a lovely man.
Yeah.
He's really good with the kids when they go to the UNICEF stuff. Like, he plays with them. Like, Ian McGregor always looks a bit like kind of rabbit stuck in headlights kind of full look to him because he doesn't really know what to do. But Charlie's, because they're not his kids. But Charlie's like, he's like doing the whole hide and seek thing with the babies and all that kind of stuff, and it's it's fun to see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. You could just turn up in your full regalia.
Full regalia, yeah. On my bell staff gear. All right, lads. How's everyone?
No, but like that. Where's your bike, Sloan?
I was hoping you'd give me one.
Provide me one.
Anyone?
A spare bike?
Spare one?
Bike at all?
Please? That's not going to happen, is it? I'll have to buy my own.
Yeah. You're going to get it bit by bit then? Like start off with
like Radar from
next year, buy a helmet.
Yeah.
Following year, by the time you're 60, you'll be able to have,
I'll have the hubcaps. It'll be like one of those build Ecto 1 in 5,000 easy parts, and every part costs you like £2.
Yeah.
So you could have actually bought the Cadillac itself and done it up for less money.
Yeah. I was actually looking at Hot Toys, the Miles Morales ones and things, Han Solo movie.
You mean
ones.
Biles Champlanis?
Yeah, him.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, Biles. And God, the detail in these things are incredible. It was him.
Mm-hmm.
And
he who shall not be named, Voldemort.
He's got
no.
There's two versions actually. There's one where he's got the outfit on, and there's the one where he's like the school kid, but he's still got the mask and stuff like that. And he's just got the hoodie. Tiny, yeah. And he's that's right. And he's got like a wee tiny Nike box, right?
Okay.
And you open the box up. It's a scaled down Nike Jordan Airs.
Oh, really?
Air Jordan.
Air Jordans.
The ones he wears in the movie. But it's a proper wee Nike shoebox. So cool. I was so tempted, but they're £200. Very worth it, though, I would say, for that.
I'm pretty sure you could probably buy Air Jordans for that.
Yeah, and I looked at the Han Solo one as well, and it's like from the Solo movie. Looks
the one with Armitage Shanks.
Yes, him.
Right.
Yep. He's only starring role.
Yeah.
But there's rumours. There's rumours
that it's going to be two.
There might be another one.
Yeah.
Which I reckon would probably go straight to Disney Plus.
Probably. Which what isn't too bad. I mean, most things are going there anyway, so
they are. Mm-hmm.
Maybe the whole
forms part of the news about HBO and things like that as well.
I don't know because I don't have any news. Hopefully, you get news.
All right, write that down then.
Was it HBO streaming service?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. So what have you been watching this week?
Not a lot.
No.
Bye.
Right, you watched The Mandalorian.
Oh, watch that. Yeah.
So we should talk about that last because we both watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We did cinema night on Friday. I mean, we've been watching
Okay.
TV stuff that haven't finished yet.
Mhm.
We're watching the Hugh Grant, Nicole Kidman thing. I'm not sure if I've spoken about it. The
Oh right,
Undoing or
okay,
something it's
yeah,
called, I think.
yeah.
Which has been really good. She's always consistently good, I think. Nicole
Nicole
Kidman.
Kidman.
Uh-huh.
Do you know, I don't think I've seen her. I don't think I've seen, other than that Batman movie. I don't think I've seen her in anything else.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm not. She's not an actress where I'm like, oh, I've got to go and see her.
I mean, I don't mean far and away with Tom Cruise and things like that, but you know,
Okay.
I'm not meaning that far back. But I just mean the recent stuff she's done has
Right.
been really terrific.
Yeah.
She was
It's
in
not
that.
really a
She was
draw
in that. No, maybe not. But
for me.
I don't
Anyway.
really. I don't. You know, I don't go. I'm not saying that I go. Oh, Nicole Kidman. I'm going to go and see one of her films. I mean, as in when I do see her in a film, and it does tend to be one that I've thought I want to see that, but she happens to be
Yeah.
in it, and then I think to myself, she's in a lot of quality stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, she was in that the Death of a Sacred Deer or whatever it's called with Colin Farrell. That is a quality film, and it's
Yeah.
so off the wall and weird. And you need to see that film. It's really good. I've spoken
What's
about
it
it
called?
before.
Death of
The Death of a Sacred Deer, I think it's called. Or something. It's about this. It's really strange. Right? It's almost like a David Lynch film. It's like this kid forms a bond with her husband, who's Colin Farrell, and you don't know you don't quite get what the bond is, but the kid's always there. He's like a
Yeah.
teenager, and he's dead weird, and the dialogue's dead clippy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the wife, and aye, really good film. And
Okay.
this again with Hugh Grant, really good. And Keith Donald Sutherland's in it as well. He always appears in quality.
He's
stuff
always
as well.
good as well.
Yeah,
Like
he is.
he gets a bad rap. But
What, from our mum?
yeah, she hated him. I've no idea why.
I think she
She
found him
did hate
creepy.
him. No, she never liked him. Like I don't know what it was. I never even asked, but she never ever liked him. And I'm like,
I think
I
she
think he's
found him
okay.
creepy. Yeah.
I thought he was like we watched Kelly's Heroes 6 months ago now. Actually, it's probably a year ago now. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Time is irrelevant. Time is basically a black hole dilation thing, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. It's like Interstellar now because it's like things happened 6 months or possibly a year ago, or maybe it was as recent as 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So at some point in the past or future, I have watched or will watch. I can't remember what it was talking about now.
I haven't a clue either. Death of a Sacred Deer. Is that what you're going to say? Was it?
I'll get letters.
We won't.
No, we won't. No, I was thinking I was going to get letters from upstairs. I get a text in a minute going like, "Stop ringing the bell."
You know how I do. I get letters from them.
Yeah.
You know how I do a wee bit of painting and stuff. I
wee bit of painting.
I get an email probably once every 2 months about a painting I did from a student or somebody saying, really like that painting. Can I use it for this? Can I use it in my essay? Or
cool.
It's bizarre. Bizarre.
Wow.
Just when we're saying, "Oh, you get letters."
That's really nice.
I do. Aye. That's quite something. And then I got an email, and it was a girl, a girl that was recreating the painting, and she sent me a photograph of it and stuff.
Nice. That's nice.
Quite nice. Aye, it's quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did nick the image, and it wasn't my original image, but I've tried to credit the guy that took the original image.
Mm-hmm.
It was a photograph for an advert or something.
Yeah.
And I copied it, but I can't find it again. So the only bit, oh my God, Sloan, you're kidding.
Keep talking. See, it stopped.
Oh, have you muted
I
yourself?
muted myself. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Keep talking. To which you immediately went straight into panic mode.
I can totally. That's what happened last week. It's like
I was watching. So we had a power cut last week, like a proper power cut, like blacked out. Like the only thing that was shining on me was the laptop screen. I was like, "Hello," but the stream keeps going because we use this StreamYard thing, and so I'm watching. I'm watching the footage later on because I've got to edit this bit out. I'm just seeing Jodie going like this. Hello, hello, are you okay? Are you coming back? What's happening?
I don't know what to do.
Don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I was in the back of my mind. I thought, am I going to have to do this on my own now? Oh, no, I can't do it. I can't talk on my own.
The funny thing is, when you drop off the call, I'm exactly the same as well. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm like, filler, tap dancing.
Yeah, but you do in your other channel. You do your talking to the camera stuff. I can't do that.
I know, but that's because I've got something to talk about. When we riff off each other. That's what makes this fun. Is
that's what makes us an award-winning podcast.
That's right. Yeah.
3
years in a row.
3 years in a row.
3 years in a row. We've only been going 2 years, but 3 years in a row we've won.
Your wife has presented you with
an
award.
Yeah.
For noisiest bell in the basement.
That's right. I'll do it quietly.
Bell in the basement.
Bell in the basement. The new song from Billy Joel.
Aye. Is he still going?
It's a free one for you, Billy. Probably. I don't know. I went off him when I watched it. I was watching him in American Chopper, and it didn't. Maybe he was just like playing along with it or whatever. But he came across as being a bit nasty. I didn't like it.
I never really was on him, but I went off him when I saw a South Bank show thing about his life, and it's like, you know how folk have got songs and lyrics, and they're like really thoughtful and whimsical and stuff like that. His aren't. His are, you know. You don't need to explain what his songs are about. It's obvious, and he states the obvious. You know,
that's like Randy Newman as well. Randy Newman's the same thing.
I thought
it's just
you're really uninteresting.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, so what was I saying?
So you watched. You were going off on a huge big fat one because
I went on a massive tangent.
You're clearly Nicole Kidman's agent.
About getting letters. Anyway, we've been watching that, so that's been good. And we've been watching a thing. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but we've been watching a thing called The Bridge, and it's a Scandinavian show.
Oh no, you have actually. Yeah, I think you have.
Have I mentioned it?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Detective thing.
Sure. Yeah, it's really good actually. It's was
it remade?
It might be remade for American
for English people.
Yeah, English speaking people. Yeah, I prefer watching the originals. You know, if it gets a good thing, I don't mind the subtitles and things like that. Yeah. So we've been watching that. And
although I think they should remake Narcos in the south side of Glasgow. I think that'd be hilarious.
That'd be fun.
All right.
That'd be good.
And then the subtitles come up, "Come star."
Yeah. The guy in it is in.
Or I guess East End of Glasgow.
Killing Eve.
Okay. With what's her face from Grey's Anatomy?
Oh, aye.
Yeah, she's from around these here parts. She's from Toronto. Toronto.
And Jodie Marsh, is it? Jodie?
It's not Jodie Marsh. Can it be Jodie Marsh, Jodie?
No, God. I'm showing my. I'm showing my age and my. And more than that. Jodie.
Whittaker.
Anyway, Whittaker, sorry. He was in Star. Sorry,
from-
my phone just fallen.
From Doctor Who.
She was in Doctor Who.
Yeah, Jodie Whittaker.
Oh no, not her. Not her. Sorry.
Jodie Foster.
No. Anyway, doesn't
Jodie
matter.
Scheckter.
Shit. Just talk amongst yourselves. She was in Star Wars as well. Did you know that? She was in.
No.
She played the mum. She played the mum of. Oh, this. Sorry, the mum of Jodie Comer. That's her name. She played
Never
the
heard of
mum
her.
of Ray.
What?
The bit when Ray gets
Jodie
taken away, and she's in Rise of Skywalker.
What's her name? Jodie Comer?
Comer.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Never
she's
heard
really
of her.
good. She's very good, and she's going to be in that Free Man movie with Ryan Reynolds. Free Guy, yeah.
Yes.
Going to be in that with Ryan Reynolds as well. She's the
All right, okay.
tough ass lady.
Oh, she's a gamer.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's her. So she's coming up for big things.
Mhm.
So then, the bridge. So the guy that's in the bridge is in Killing Eve as well.
Right.
He's a kind of older guy that's her sort of associate in it, and he's really good. So then we had cinema night, and we did another Tom Cruise thing.
Tiny Tom Cruise?
Not on purpose, but just it came up in Amazon, and I was like, oh. So it was that Live, Die, Repeat movie.
Oh, yeah. Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Is that what the actual? Because it was
Yeah.
called. It's called.
It's the poster was Live, Die, Repeat, and then eventually the poster said Live, Die, Repeat, and it's called Edge of Tomorrow, but everybody kept calling it Live, Die, Repeat. So on the DVD, we've got the Blu-ray upstairs. I mean, it says Live, Die, Repeat, and then underneath in very small letters it says Edge of Tomorrow.
Aye. So I was always a bit confused what that film's called, but what a film that is! I've watched.
It's a great movie.
Before.
I've seen it several times.
Yeah, and we watched it. Evelyn hadn't seen it. Danny hadn't seen it, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. It was absolutely terrific. And it's
Bill
really funny
Paxton
as well.
puts in a swan song performance
that
as
his
the gunnery
last-
sergeant. I
his
think
last performance?
if it's not his last one, it's one of his last ones. But he does this phenomenal performance as a gunnery sergeant from Signal Hill in wherever it is, Kentucky, wherever.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. And what's his name? Donald Gleason's dad's in it as well.
Oh yeah.
Brendan.
Hi.
Played Mad Eye Moody
he's in it.
in The Guard.
Yeah.
And he was
Harry
in
Potter.
Bruges as well. Well, yeah, Mad Eye.
Aye. What a film.
He was in Bruges with
Colin Farrell.
yeah, that's
Colin
good.
Farrell.
That's the one. And yeah, that's a great movie. That is a really good movie. Live, Die,
absolutely.
Repeat.
Yeah.
And Emily Blunt, of course, is in it.
Yeah, she's great in it as well.
Mhm.
And it's a really complicated story, but they really tell it really well, and it's quite humorous and stuff.
Yeah. The guy that was in the first season of Spaced is in it as well. He plays a paper boy
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
Spaced.
Yeah. He's in Afterlife as well. That guy,
Oh, is he?
the Ricky Gervais one.
Oh, right. Okay.
He plays one of the reporters. I think he
Right.
he's like romantically connected to. Can't remember. It's a good thing that Afterlife.
Yeah.
But great film, brilliant film.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
Yeah. Another good one he did around that. It quite a run of movies. Remember Oblivion as well?
Yes. We were talking about that the other day there. We were saying that it's basically, this is what we're living now, is Oblivion, because we get, like, we get up in the morning, we talk to people on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if they're real or not. They could be AI. We don't know.
Yeah.
And then we get about our
We were
work.
talking about it.
No, at work. At work.
Yeah.
And then you go and you potter about, and you do your day, you get your stuff done, and then at the end of the night, you check in with them again. It's like, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing at all, because we're not Tiny Tom Cruise. But yeah, that is a great movie. I know he does a lot of sci-fi stuff because of reasons, but is that why he picks good stuff. I think so, yeah, because the whole B-52s and Xenu and stuff. We'll get letters.
I'll tell you what, though, he is bloody consistent as well.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever. I might have walked out of a Tom Cruise movie, and said to myself, wasn't as good as his last one, but I've never thought to myself, that was a terrible, terrible movie.
I'll tell you one I want to watch as well. Made in America. I've not seen that one. That's meant to be terrific too.
Is that not American Made?
Is it made? Is that what it is?
I think it's American Made. Yes, I want to see that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. I don't know if that's on Netflix or anything. Actually, I think we looked for it.
Yeah, American Made. It's on Netflix. He's also amazing. So another great movie, which I'm assuming will probably get banned in the near future, is Tropic of Thunder. And he plays the agent. So good. The producer. Producer. Yeah. And he is fantastic in that role. Just
it's a
so good.
Bizarre casting, but he's so funny, so good. That film is so funny. It's so good.
It's really good.
I watched that on that one actually.
Jack Black is hilarious in it.
Oh man, it's just brilliant.
Yeah,
just absolutely brilliant. Tiny Tom Cruise.
Yeah, not a bad movie. Can't think of it.
Certain movies. I'd like to watch with Danny, but he's just that little bit too young, you know.
I'll tell you something. Here's a dark secret for you. Another one of those. You shouldn't admit to these things, but I prefer Mission Impossible movies to Bond films.
Well, you're never shy of controversy.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, I'm a big Bond fan. I can't say that at all. But the Bourne movies were pretty good, and then I think when Daniel Craig stepped in, he those movies were a little bit Bourne Identity-ish, weren't they?
Yeah.
Some of the action.
I've only seen Skyfall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Which I liked. I thought it was fine. I thought it
Skyfall's
was a good movie.
Skyfall's good. Skyfall's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole, Jimmy Bond goes back to his family roots, and it's Glencoe.
Yeah, I know.
That was kind of nice. That was a nice kind of nod.
It ends up a little bit Home Alone, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So does there's a couple of violent Home Alone movies, right? There's one called there's that one, and there's the last Rambo one, Last Blood, and there's one. It's just a girl's name. It's not Mandy.
Senga.
That's it. It's a Scottish.
Yeah, Scottish.
It's a Scottish revenge thriller.
That's right.
that has got to be made, by the way. Senga. That's got to be made. That's funny. Brilliant. Bing. I'll do it so you don't have to. Scottish revenge thriller called Senga. Yeah, I'd watch that.
I would as well.
Anyway, it's something. It's they go on a holiday. It's a family going holiday, and these kind of thugs break in and they kidnap everybody apart from the daughter.
Apart from Senga.
And then she sets up all these traps to kill them. But it's violent.
Yeah. It's cool.
Groovy.
All I can think of now is that Senga movie.
I know. Brilliant.
Kelly MacDonald. Got to get Kelly MacDonald in to play Senga.
Of course. That'd be brilliant. I wish we were movie makers.
So she's a trolley dolly.
So Kelly, picture the scene.
She runs the cash register Number 13. It's got to be 13. Cash register 13 at Sainsbury's.
Right, I thought you meant like.
Oh, you want to set it in the Highlands, where there's like a North Korean invasion force or something, and she's got to defend the island.
Russians.
Yeah, and she's got to defend the island against the
that's the way they would come
thing.
in,
She's got to use her training. It turns out that she's like an ex-army ranger or something.
Ex-Sainsbury's
counter operator, yeah, and she knows all the tricks.
Yeah,
because she's seen too many Boxing Day sales.
Coining up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a winner.
Yeah. That's saying of the movie. A minute. Should make. Do you know what? I could make a poster up for it. Right?
You could. Yeah.
We could make it look exciting, like a proper
like
old
a proper
school
movie
poster.
Yeah.
You know.
Who could we get it directed by? John McTiernan.
No.
He could come out of retirement.
I know. It'd have to be who's that guy? McGee. Remember
yes.
him?
Remember him? He's still doing stuff.
Is he?
Yeah. McGee, yeah. We'll get McGee in. I'm pretty sure you could probably get him for a couple of grand.
Or the Predator guy, not Jimmy Savile before he said.
Oh. Shane Black.
Shane Black, yeah.
Do you know
get him to do it?
It'd be good getting him in because he could write all the jokes.
Yeah.
We're just coming up with the story.
I think you'd have to a script by Frankie Boyle, maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Irvin Welsh.
And Irvin Welsh, yeah.
Irvin Welsh, Frankie Boyle, Jodie. This is got to happen now. Getting excited about this.
I'm gonna make the poster. Okay.
That's good. And then post up to the Facebook page.
Yeah.
If you want to find our Facebook page, by the way, it's over there on that side, up that bit there. It says facebook.com/SuperKellyBross. Go there, like the page, like it. So this week I have been mostly.
Oh wait a minute, I'm not finished.
You're not finished? Right.
Sorry, that took ages. I know. Because you keep butting in your Senga movies.
My Genius Senga movie.
And plus with the end in Mandalorian, remember?
That's true, yeah. Yeah, but I'm going to mention my stuff first. Surely.
All right, okay. Oh, well, good point then. Oh, God, what was it?
Sorry.
Anyway, can't remember. I'll remember. Okay. Carry on.
I've been watching Superstore, which is on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Which is the comedy show.
Not Saturday Superstore.
Not Saturday Superstore, not with Mike Reed, no.
Oh.
So Superstore is with America Ferrera and a cast of people I've never heard of. So she was the woman in Ugly Betty. If you remember that show?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it started like 5 years ago, so it's on its 7th season, I think now. And Amazon's got all 6 seasons before that. So yeah, it's hilarious. It's really funny.
Was it?
Like every episode is like us rolling about laughing. It's Modern Family funny.
Is it? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Right.
And we've watched. Yeah, and it's kind of like Walmart.
Grace Brothers. Oh, yes. Walmart. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Walmart. Yeah. So it's just their daily lives in the superstore and how crazy things get when you work in retail.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
We've been there.
Yeah, well, we have. And then Friday night movies we postponed because we were watching The Mandalorian instead. So instead we had Saturday night movies last night because last night was Saturday. It's a good time for Saturday night movies.
Right. That is a perfect time, yep.
And we watched The First Purge, which is a 2018 Blumhouse production. And it's the first Purge. And Marissa Tomei is in it briefly. I'm assuming for reasons she wanted to appear in a Purge movie. And it settles on the night of the first Purge. The new founding fathers have decided that they're going to test this out before they rocket out to the US.
First movie?
No, it's 2 years old. So it's not the first. It's not the first Purge movie. It's a movie called The First Purge, and it's a prequel to the other movies.
Right. Okay.
And so they set it on Staten Island, which is a largely black population, and clearly they have a hidden agenda because they're all racist, the new founding fathers. So they're trying to do population control more than like a first purge, but they're like, oh well, it worked so well, let's extend it to the rest of it. And it's so the story of the
Holocaust.
Yeah, so it's kind of the story of the people stuck on the island, basically. And it's not too bad. It's not like the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not. If I was to compare it to any other movie, I would say it's kind of similar to Warriors. But I much preferred the Warriors. I thought that was it's a better movie. They basically have to kind of fight their way to get back to the block where they live, the PJs where they live. So it's kind of similar to that, but the thing is they don't have that many run-ins, so it's not as exciting, and you don't really feel as much peril in it. And there's a few bits in it where you're like, "Oh, they're going to get out of this easily," and they do. So it's a bit of a kind of waste.
Kind of hit and miss those movies. I think the first one was
good. The first one was okay. I don't find them particularly scary. I don't find them. I mean, they're a bit gory, I guess, but they don't. I'm assuming that somebody thinks they're saying something about society, but I don't know. I'm not.
There's a TV series.
Not getting it. Yeah, there is. Yeah, the TV series is pretty good. Actually, I quite liked it. I watched a few episodes of that.
Well,
I would say I'm a bit of a fan of the Purge series, I guess.
Yeah.
Given that I've seen a few of them and I don't mind. I've continued to watch them, so they can't be that bad. I guess, but yeah, they're okay. And that was it. That's all that we watched this week. I've been knee deep in work, so I've not really had a chance to watch much else. I've been watching some Adam Savage stuff. He's been doing. He's been building the gun from Hellboy.
Oh yeah.
So I've been watching bits of that. It's just nice, like watching him build stuff and just chat away about his life and things. So
and his problems, because he had problems with drilling the what do you call it? The bit where the
barrel. The barrel.
Is that the barrel? The barrel.
Because he had this big giant aluminium.
He
didn't want to do the channel tunnel thing. Yeah.
So
he's trying to figure it out. Yeah, I know.
First time, because he thought after he'd done it, he thought he might have to do it.
Like a bore through or something. Yeah. But he didn't. So yeah, that was been good. And that's about it. Yeah.
I can't remember what second film we watched on Friday.
Was that Tiny Tom Cruise movie?
Eluded me. It's terrible, isn't it? It was only Friday.
Oh. You should write these things down. That's what I do.
Should really.
Oh, actually, talking of that, I did actually watch another movie, which I think we talked about midweek, but I don't think I talked about there. Yeah, that was it. The Dictator. We watched that this week as well.
Charlie Chaplin?
No.
The
Sacha Baron Cohen one.
Oh yeah, okay. Right.
It's hilarious. It's really funny.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh no, this is the second time I've watched it.
I've not seen it.
You've never seen it? So Ben Kingsley's in it. Sacha Baron Cohen and Anna Faris. And do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine at all?
No, I've not seen that.
What?
I know. Jay's watched them.
Jody, you owe it to your television to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Right.
It's hilarious. Anyway, Brooklyn Nine-Nine features a guy called Adrian Pimento, and he's in it. I'd forgotten he was in it. So he's like one of the main guys in it. It is one of the funniest movies I think I've ever seen ever. It's hilarious.
Oh, really?
It's very crude in parts, but it's so funny. The bit where they got in the helicopter with the other American tourists, just brilliant. he starts talking about his favourite car and how he crashed it. And his favourite car is a Porsche 911.
I think he's very good. He's one of the modern comedy geniuses.
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen, definitely.
Did
you ever see the Brothers Grimm?
No, so the Brothers Grimsby.
Brothers Grimsby.
So I've tried to watch it a couple of times.
Watch
Sam and Anne-Marie watched it, and they were like, it's okay, you wouldn't like it. And so I haven't watched it yet, but I do intend to go and watch it because I think it'd be hilarious.
That's funny. It's the same kind of crude humour, you know. That's really good. Actually, it's really fun.
I don't like it. I don't like things that get taken too far. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just because the Borat thing was played out a little bit much. I thought the first Borat was much funnier than the second one. Like, hilariously funny. Whereas I was in a movie theater in Florida and I'm laughing openly, which is not a good place to do it. So
I thought
deeply Republican territory, and so it's probably not a good idea to do that. Let me put it this way: there was another dozen people, I think, maybe maybe not as much as that in the theater, and they were not happy. They were not laughing.
Really?
No,
it was just Bruno me. One? Did you watch Bruno?
No, I never watched Bruno. I was never a fan of Bruno, to be honest. Bruno was on MTV or VH1 or one of these things, or E or whatever it was. I never really got into Bruno. Or Ali G. I never liked Ali G either.
I liked Ali G.
Yeah.
But I watched Borat and thought, Jesus, that was near the knuckle. And I watched Bruno and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He's taking that too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's picking up his luggage. He's like this, gay fashion guy. He's picking up his luggage and there's a black baby on the luggage,
carousel thing, yeah.
That was the beginning. And it just gets more wrong and more wrong. And it's just antagonizing Americans with their they're upset about they're homophobic or they're racist or whatever. It's tapping into that kind of, not all Americans, but
that group of people.
Certain group of Americans.
Yeah. But I mean, you could say that about any country, though. You could say that about the UK. You could say that about Canada. You could say that about any country. You just go and pick. It's like when they do those, those vox pops where it's like they go up and they ask, "Who's the president of the United States?" And they go like, no. They're only going to show you the idiots.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to show Bill Gates. They're not going to show you the people who actually know that. And the guy goes like, "Oh, it's Donald Trump or whoever it is that's currently in power."
It's also,
they're not going to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. They do it particularly when it's presidential voting season.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And they'll get people to point at a map of America and say, or a map of the world and say, like, where's Europe? Where's the Middle East? Where's stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they just look daft because they're like, where's Europe? And they point at somewhere in America.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Right. So, did you watch The Mandalorian this week?
Yes, I did.
Oh, dear.
And another absolute. I loved it. I totally loved it this week.
Have you been on Reddit?
No, I don't. Really
so if you go to Reddit /r/ don't go to it then. But I read Reddit after I watched the show. Reddit /r/ Mandalorian TV, or the Mandalorian TV, whatever subreddit it is, you can find it easily. It's just full of people going like, "Oh, I wasn't done like that episode. It didn't have X in it," or "Oh, I wish they'd stop focusing on X and more on Y." It's just these people moaning and complaining about stuff. You're going like, "This is the best." So we've agreed that this is the best looking Star Wars has ever been. There's plenty of action. As far as we're concerned, this is the way. This is how Star Wars should be presented to the modern world.
They completely understand it. They've not went to Battlestar Galactica. They've went to Star Wars.
Yeah. And there's all there's all these endless quests, and you're going, it's an episodic television show. I know people think of it's a 12-hour movie or whatever it is, but it's not a 12-hour movie. It's an episodic TV show, and that's what you get in an episodic TV show. There's that format that they have, and I don't have any problem with that because I get to see character going pew pew pew, and I get to see nice dialogue. The bit at the start with Baby Yoda and the wires, hilarious.
Yeah.
The bit where Mando drops off the child at the school, and you could see him as like
that was the only bit I didn't like. I kind of cringed a little bit at the school.
Oh, really?
I must admit. Yeah, I just thought it was a bit.
It was
one of those moments where the real world came into Star Wars, and I was like,
I'm okay with that. But it was just you could see the Mandalorian under his helmet, like, I don't want to leave him. Like it was the first day of school.
Well, we're not doing spoilers as such, but
I'm doing spoilers
in case we say anything, but, you know.
Oh yeah, in case we accidentally reveal
we're not
that
doing
Ahsoka Tano was in this one.
Yeah, we're not going to do the deep dive until Thursday with James, but we're just riffing. So spoilers.
That being said,
they're getting into the meat and potatoes of it now. So this is what we want to see. This is how it began with the extraction of DNA and blood from Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Who is that guy? Why did they want it? What's going on? And now we see this facility that's got all this clones, effectively, lined up. And you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
It's like a shocking moment. You're like, whoa, what
Not
the hell?
Ahsoka. Don't get people excited.
Not a Ahsoka moment.
A shocking moment. Yep.
I think next week that's going to happen. She's going to appear.
I believe so. Dave Filoni's Filoni, different director.
You say Fellini, I say Filoni.
So people were complaining because there was three things that happened in the show that folk were like, how did that get by? The first one is the mysterious guy with the arm, his blue jeans and green t-shirt was slightly in shot. You can see like that bit of him. There was that. The bit where Gina Carano, who's was MMA, I think she was MMA. She wasn't UFC, she was MMA.
I'm not sure.
She did all her own stunts for this because she does that kind of stuff.
I think I'm falling a wee bit in love with her, by the way.
Steady. Much like I am with Harley Davidson.
Not quite, hopefully.
Not that way.
Not that way. Anyway.
So she throws one of the walrus guys over her shoulder and they land squarely on a crash mat. Like, okay. And then the third thing was that there's a take in it where the Mandalorian... Yeah. The Mandalorian... to be honest, when you look at it, it's only if you like pause it and go back and you go, all right, okay. It just looks like it's like a burlap sack. It's like, who cares?
I
know. But the best bit though is where Pedro Pascal is clearly like messing with Gina Carano, because when she comes on set, he goes like this to her. Which I thought was funny. It's like the 14th take they've done of this thing.
Yeah,
probably.
If it is him.
Yeah, if it is him, whatever it is. But apparently he was on set in this one. Anyway, but yeah, just there was all these nice little bits in it. The bit where he's eating broth with Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda's like
he lifts his helmet up.
Yeah, and every time he does it, Baby Yoda kind of looks and kind of squints to see if he can see him.
There's definitely that helmet's coming off, isn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely this kind of nice little rapport they've got now, which is nice, and like he deeply cares for this critter that he doesn't like has been thrust upon him. It's not just I've got to get him to there. It's like there's a need for caring in there. So there's a lot of like Daddy Mando memes that are now floating around because of that episode. Because I won't spoil it, but yeah, there's those bits in the episode where you're going like, yeah, that's a dad move. Yeah, that's a dad move. So there's all these kind of little kind of Daddy Mando things. Yeah. But I thought it was a great episode. I thought it did move the story on.
Definitely.
It wasn't a side quest. It was nice seeing Grief Karga again, Cara Dune. It was nice seeing Pat from Kim's Convenience again. I think it's Pat is his name in Kim's Convenience.
He's cropping up a few times, isn't he? And the blue guy as well from the episode, the chapter 1.
Paul
as well.
Sorry.
The blue dude.
He plays. So here's something I learned about Paul, not Pat. Sorry, Paul. I didn't realize you were. I thought you were Pat. I don't know you were Patrick, but anyway, he was born on August 16th, 1972.
Really?
Yeah.
The X-Wing guy.
Yeah.
There
you go.
He could be our friend as well.
He could be our friend, yeah.
Paul, you go meet him.
I could just pop up. I'm pretty sure he probably lives still in Toronto. I'm reading it just now. It's a ton of Toronto stuff. I'm assuming he stays there. So, but yeah, he's a massive Star Wars fan. He cosplays all the time. I'm assuming though. I mean, he probably goes to Toronto Comic Con dressed up, so I'd never know if he was there or not.
Yeah, you know now.
Well, I know now. Well, I'm not going to rip off the head of every bloody stormtrooper I see, am I? Or X-wing pilot, or not X-wing pilot. No, he dresses up as the TIE fighter pilots.
Oh right, doesn't dress up the X-wing. All right,
no.
Okay.
Also, talking of that, those scout troopers.
Oh man, I know.
That was so cool. That bit.
Oh. Yeah.
I know there's a lot of fan service in this, but in the troop transporter again. So there's a different one.
Just you and I.
Yeah.
But it's so cool.
You mean this guy?
Yeah. Aye. But you see it in action.
I know.
So good. I mean, who'd have thought that?
I know.
I feel like that is just for us, honestly.
I think it is, yeah.
Because we had, obviously it's not, but that of such an odd toy. It wasn't in the movies.
No, it wasn't. No.
And we got that one Christmas.
I think it was another Macquarie thing.
Did we get that and an AT-AT in the same year?
We got an AT-AT. No, I think the AT-AT was next year. No, I think the AT-AT was next year. I remember Mum going through quite a bit of trouble to get the AT-AT.
Yeah, I do. Aye, that's right.
Because it was sold out and couldn't get it and all this kind of stuff. And this is way, way, way before the internet. So I mean, she had to call around places, actually work for these things, as opposed to us, we're just no.
It's funny we never had the obvious ones. We never had an X-Wing and we never had a TIE fighter.
Never an X-Wing, never a TIE fighter, no.
Millennium Falcon, AT-AT, and Troop Transporter.
Mm-hmm.
And Chicken Walker, with the Chicken Walker.
The Chicken Walker as well, yeah.
We never had a X-Wing or a TIE fighter.
Don't know why.
Wrong was.
Don't know.
Well, but
I think
yeah. Things. I mean,
I know. But the AT-AT, I think, was a better choice.
Oh god, that's amazing, that thing.
Yeah.
You've still got that.
I do, yep. I need to find a space for it over there. I've got the Lego one up there, but I need to find one. I need to move that. There's movable shelves in there, but I need to get the glass for it as well.
Yeah.
When we do, actually, here's a thought. So we're coming up for the 100th episode of this here very podcast. So we've been doing this for 2 years now. 2 years. This is
wow.
Crazy. So we're coming up for the 100th episode, and we need to sort of think about things that we can do in that 100th episode, which would be kind of nice.
Yeah, get some guests on.
Get some guests.
Highlights of the year.
Yeah. Okay. No. Unless people want to send them in, that'd be great. You could leave a comment below, episode whatever it is, and then tell me the time code of that episode. That'd be great. We've only been doing videos though since March this year.
Yeah, that's right. YouTube since March. Yep.
Yeah. So every other bit before that is all audio.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should do that.
We should really. I know we're spitballing here, but we should really say at the beginning of the podcast about YouTube, because if we say at the end, people might not last to the end because we ramble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we saying about that?
See, you're doing it. Yeah. Tell people about their YouTubes.
About the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Okay. The about the videos and things, about the subscribe and stuff.
Yeah.
We did that
because we've got no. People that are listening to the podcast.
Oh right. Okay.
Should
no,
check
people
out
are listening. They've got to this point. They've got to this point. They know about the YouTube stuff.
Yeah. Well, bloody subscribe then.
Arg.
Yeah. So I still can't remember the movie that we watched.
I do want to point out though that we have this little show, which is not starting very soon. I know it says starting very soon there, but we have this show, the Mando for Show, which is every Thursday live. Jody, James, and I get together, and we chat.
Watch along.
And we watch along. Yeah, we watch along with. We basically do sort of running commentary with the Mandalorian, the previous week's episode of the Mandalorian, which sets you up quite nicely for the next day, which is the next episode of the Mandalorian. So we'll be doing this. We've been doing this. This will be our 4th episode this Thursday. So join us 10 p.m. UK time, or 5 p.m. if you're on the coast in the US or Canada. Join us.
Oh, it'll be the 5th, will it not? Last week.
Yes, 5th. Yeah, because that was the 4th one that we did.
Aye.
Was that the 4th one? Is it the 4th one?
We had the Marshall.
No, that was the 4th one. This will be the 4th one.
Which?
The 4th one will be this Thursday.
What was it? So it was Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall, Spidey, ARS, and then this is the Siege. So it's the 4th one.
All right. Okay.
So the 4th one this Thursday.
All right.
Yeah.
Not so much info. I think that.
I know. Oh yes, jump to episodes. Jump to episodes. Yeah, this will be the 4th episode this Thursday.
What's the next one called?
It doesn't say.
Oh no, wait a minute. Well, Siege was there.
Yeah, but we won't watch it until this Thursday.
All right, sorry. All right, got you. Good night, everybody.
Thanks very much for listening. So, you had one new news, one item of news you wanted to talk about, because this is a surprise to me. What's happening?
Yeah, well, apart from the PlayStation 5 getting released and all that jazz, which
in the UK, which is a week after everybody else.
Right. Okay.
So well done. Party. Yeah. That was me doing an impersonation of a party popper. Just one.
So you guys already had it?
Yeah, you guys were all like losing your collective poop over it, and I'm like, it's been out here for like a week, guys.
Anyway, my friend David, he's got it and he's loving it. Apart from that, HBO streaming service, Wonder Woman's going to it now. It has been officially announced.
What?
Yep. So, have a collective sigh of what? And take that one in.
Wow.
So they've got Wonder Woman on Christmas Day getting released on streaming in HBO. That is a scoop.
I'm
shocked.
Shocked, I tell you. Yeah. Well, it's AT&T, but AT&T owns Warner's.
I think a lot of these movies are going to be doing that now. I don't know what's going to happen next year, but I reckon all these movies that were going to come out this year are going to have to come out on streaming.
You think?
Yeah. Like,
Well, Fast and Furious is supposed to get released this year, F9, and it's been delayed till March next year.
Yeah. There's a big backlog now. They can't, you hear people talking about, gigs and stuff, and gigs that were meant to be happening this year are now getting moved to 2022, some of them. So you're like, okay, that's a live gig. Can't backlog movies that far. When they've spent money on promotion, spent money in
well, that's the thing, is that once you start like doing that marketing thing, it starts to snowball until eventually it's like you've got to go now.
I mean, the James Bond movie. I mean, and there's payments to be made and things like that, right? Movies, there's loans and things coming that need to be paid back on the release of the movie, and stuff like that. James Bond doesn't have that problem apparently, because it's completely been paid for.
Is this the first Universal MGM co-production of James Bond? I heard that Universal was involved with the distribution of this one.
I don't know. That's news to me, but I
what's
just
it
know
called?
that. Oh god, Billie Eilish song named after that.
Do. Bad Guy?
No.
Oh, so I was humming Seven Nation Army.
I know you were. No, I'm kidding. She does the song, which is No Time to Die, called.
No Time for Love.
And of course, she started
Jones.
to do, her song came out for it.
Yeah.
So the promotional
in March
thing began. I wonder if that'll happen to that. Who knows?
Yeah. Development began in 2016. No Time to Die will be the first Bond film distributed by Universal Pictures, which acquired the international distribution rights following the expiration of Sony Pictures' contract after the release of Spectre in 2015. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, subsidiary United Artists Releasing, holds the rights for North America, including worldwide digital rights. Universal will also release the film in physical home media worldwide. So there you go. So it's a Universal picture.
Okay.
So...
who'd have thunk it?
Phoebe Waller-Bridge wrote the screenplay.
She did, yeah. Did you ever watch Fleabag?
No. Oh, Naomi Harris is in it?
It's really quite good.
Jeffrey Wright's in it. Cool. Oh, yeah, Christoph Waltz. He plays the bad guy, doesn't he? I'm assuming.
Christoph Waltz?
Christoph Waltz, yeah.
No, he played the bad guy. No, you're looking at the wrong movie.
No Time to Die.
Am I talking about the wrong movie?
I think you might be.
It's,
Rami Malek's in it.
Rami
Malek's the bad guy.
Baddie.
Yeah.
Aye. Christoph Waltz in it as well.
Yep.
He plays Blofeld in the previous one, I think.
Oh, does he?
Spoilers. Gets revealed.
Ernst Stavros Blofeld. Bond's arch enemy and foster brother, Dr. Evil, which is the whole.
It's based on.
Which is the whole Gold Member thing.
There you go.
So anyway, yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder
Woman is coming to HBO streaming. I don't know how we get that here. Well, I do. Wink, wink.
Yes, James was asking that. So was that why James was asking it in the chat?
No, he was asking it because there's a reunion on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh right, okay.
On HBO, so he's asking how.
Oh, is there? Wait, but Pedro Pascal's in this as well.
Was it? It's going to be the same scenario. The same scenario for the Mandalorian. When they released that in America, and then it took 3 months or whatever it was. It was last November. Yeah. We got it and Mando was like the most pirated thing
Yeah.
ever because we couldn't get it.
Yeah.
You know,
But
and if
that's what
it's
happens
the
if you don't
same
make it
thing,
easy for people to do it. They'll
we'll get it
find a way
somehow.
to get
You
it.
know, and I'm being honest. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's the reason why iTunes works and Spotify works is because it's easy for people to get to access the songs now. So it's like, why bother pirating?
But you know, don't shoot me. I've got Disney Plus now. You know.
Yeah.
But at the time, I
I had
no
to
way I was not watching,
for the show.
There's no way. No, there's no way I was not watching that before I got Disney Plus.
Well, we talked about it in the show. It was a major part of the show because I was bigging it up, going like, I'm going to be watching it, and you're like, I'm going to watch it as well.
Yeah, so I managed to acquire it,
Mm-hmm.
but now I do have Disney Plus, so I'm
compliant.
I'm compliant. Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's a scoop and a shocker, but again, I'm not really surprised. I guess I'm not watching Wonder Woman then. I'm not buying another streaming service.
No.
I'm kind of the not the opposite of you, but
I
I'm
don't
like,
think you can get it in Canada. HBO anyway, can you?
No, it would be through Crave or something. Bell's got like that whole thing tied down. So if you subscribe to Crave, which is another 15, how much is Crave? Crave TV? Crave TV with HBO. Let me just tell you. Subscribe now with Crave. Crave.ca. Which you can get in the Fire Stick as well. Like all this stuff goes in the Fire Stick. You get Crave, HBO, Showtime, Stars, and something else.
I just realised that that Roku is available in Britain.
Is it?
I was in Sainsbury's. I was in Sainsbury's and I noticed you could get the Roku stick.
To be honest, I would get a Fire Stick. Because I might be wrong, but I don't think the Roku has got Apple TV on it.
Is it not?
Oh no, it does. It does. I'm wrong.
All right.
Well, that's good. Yeah. No. So, because I've got all the things I've got are on Fire TV, so and I've never had a problem with it. And the one downstairs, it was so old. It was so old. How old was it? I ended up swapping it out recently with another Fire Stick. So it wasn't the HD version of it, just a normal Fire Stick. So it was like 720p. So I got a new one with the Ultra 4K version of it, or whatever it is. But it gives you high def down there, and it works fine. It's you plug it in. It says, "Hey, are you whoever you are?" And you go, "Yep," and it downloads all the stuff you need.
Cool.
Works perfect. I would recommend the Fire Stick over anything else, over Roku.
We'll all be watching it somehow. Put it that way.
Yeah, it's got Alexa on it as well.
Yeah,
Madam A on it as well.
Is that porn site?
That's right. Yeah. It has the echo on it because if you say the word, she pops up.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking
Alexa,
about.
when is Wonder Woman 1984 being released?
The film Wonder Woman 1984 will be released on Friday, December 25th, 2020.
There you go. HBO streaming. Christmas Day.
Is that when it's actually happening?
Yeah, it's happening, yeah. Huh. Christmas Day and HBO streaming. Yep.
Cool.
There you go. So that's us.
There you go. Sweet. All right. Well, if you like this chat, I did. I'm going to smash the like button and I'm going to share it as soon as I edit this all down and put it on the YouTubes. We have audio, obviously, which you may be listening to in the car. If you're commuting, who's commuting these days? Most people are working from home or furloughed or staying at home anyway. If you'd like timely reminders of when we throw a video up, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It all helps the channel. It moves us up in the algos and pushes us our channel just a little bit further up. So that'd be great. I don't have anything else to talk about, Jody. If you want to talk about anything else? Or?
Only that I need the toilet.
Awesome. And on that bombshell, I think we'll leave that for now. See you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Bye.